Hello, everyone. My name is John Cleaver with the Turning Point Group, and I'm here today to talk about our Employee Retention Tax Credit Program that can literally benefit your business with thousands of dollars, if not tens of thousands. So today we're going to talk about the history of the ERC, some of the key highlights of the program, some of the myth and misconceptions about the program that could be keeping you from the funds you've earned, our partnership overview we've set up to create this solution for you, the fees and guarantees that come with the program that we're bringing, client qualification process, and obviously next steps. So this is going to be a very brief overview to help you get started. So the history of the Employee Retention Tax Credit, originally it started March 13th, 2020, and it went through December 30th of that year. It's a fully refundable tax credit, and that's key, that word refundable, so remember that, as part of the CARES Act. It gives eligible employers payroll tax credits for wages and health insurance paid for employees. However, when the Infrastructure and Investments and Jobs Act was signed into law in November 21, it put an end to the ERC program. So a lot of people are under the impression that the program's over and has been for some time. However, the government put out there that you could still claim your ERC for up to 3 years retroactively before the program application deadline of April 15th of 2025. So some of the key programs, highlights rather, it's part of the CARES Act. Again, it was put into place March 25th of 2020. Employers such as yourself are eligible for up to $26,000 per full-time W-2 employee. So that's kind of key. W-2 employee, a minimum of 10 or more, up to 500. So it's for small, medium, and some large business. But again, you're eligible for up to $26,000 per employee. This is a fully refundable tax credit, and keep that in mind. We're going to talk about that in a second. What does that mean? The check is paid directly to the client from the IRS. It does not have to be paid back or forgiven like the PPP. Also, it doesn't have to be allocated to certain expenses, but you must apply before April 25th or before funds expire. And I can tell you right now, you want to do it sooner rather than later. Some of the myths and misconceptions. So a lot of businesses across the country have yet to evaluate the program or just assume that they're not eligible because of some of this misinformation that's out there. As a result, substantial sums of money are still being paid to the federal government when it could be spent on businesses like yours. Here are some of the top incorrect assumptions that we've heard over the short period that we've been helping businesses out. We don't qualify because our business was not shut down during the pandemic. That is a myth. Number two, we previously received a PPP loan, so we were told that we were not eligible. That is not the case. Our revenue didn't decrease, or our revenue actually improved during the pandemic, so we're not eligible. That is false. And a lot of bookkeepers and CPAs, accountants, are telling their clients this because, again, this is dated information. Number four, we're a nonprofit. A lot of nonprofit organizations, churches, fraternities, sororities, things like that, they assume because they're a nonprofit, they're ineligible. That is incorrect. Five, we were in a loss or don't have any tax liability, so why bother? We don't need the tax credits. Again, it is a refundable tax credit. That's that key word again. If you don't need the tax credit, guess what? You actually get the check back from the IRS. So it is a refundable tax credit. So take advantage of it. Put that business or that money to work for you and your business. So we created a partnership with a company called Lasiter Lasiter. We've partnered with them on several projects over the last 9 years. And why did we choose them for this project specifically? Number one, they're a third-generation CPA firm. Third generation. They've been in business since 1963. There are a lot of companies, and I'm sure you've heard the commercials or gotten the phone calls from all these pop-up companies that are coming into business or being created specifically for ERC, which means once ERC is over, they're going to shut their doors. Think of it like when a storm blows into town and creates a lot of roof damage down in Florida, hurricanes or whatever the case may be. All these roofers roll into town, do subpar work, and then leave town when it's over, and you have no recourse. This company's been around since 1963. They're going to be around another 50 years. So if there is some kind of question through an audit or whatever, they're going to be there to support you as a CPA. Number two, they're intensely familiar with the qualifications and calculations. This is not something you pull out your Texas Instrument calculator and do it on the fly. They've invested heavily in the training, the software, and the staffing that is needed to help their clients complete the ERC process quickly and accurately. Number three, they've developed a streamlined process to make it super simple, and they've also placed a contingency fee, meaning if you don't qualify, there's nothing due. There's a 20% contingency fee that's only due when you receive your money, once you're approved. So here are some of the fees. As I mentioned, there's a 20% fee. It's a contingency fee. It's only due if you qualify and you start the process, right? So if you don't know if you're eligible for it and you just want to see, why not? You have no financial risk. What they're going to guarantee is once they receive that payroll data, they're going to guarantee the specific refund amount. Okay, not before, but once they receive the payroll data for you, they're going to tell you exactly what you can expect from the IRS. They do guarantee that their calculations are 100% accurate. They do guarantee that the filings with the IRS as a paid preparer are compliant within program rules and regulations, meaning they've done their due diligence, they've done their homework. What they say you qualify for, you will qualify, and they're going to back it up. Not only that, as I said, they're a third generation firm. They're going to be around if you have questions in 2023, 2024, 2025, they're going to be around for you. And lastly, they carry $1 million of E&O insurance per event. So if something does happen, they're there to back that up as well. So what's the process? Well, it's super simple. Once you decide to move forward, you're going to receive an onboarding email. Simply follow the three-step process. There's links in there where you can click, complete the basic client questionnaire, provide the payroll reports, the additional documentation via the secure portal link that's in there, and provide us with the IRS 940 forms, again, through that link. We're going to work with your CPA form, your bookkeeper, accountant, to get all that together, coordinate your payroll items, and pull all of that information, complete the documentation and qualification process, do the calculations, and make sure everything's compliant based on your questionnaire. Once we get the information back, we're going to reach out to you and say, here's what we found. Here's what you qualify for if you qualify, and give you the specific amount. And that's going to happen within a short period. We're going to file those 941X amended returns for you. And that's it. We're going to do all the heavy lifting. We just need you to pull the paperwork together. So what are the next steps if you're ready to go? Well, number one, contact the ERC consultant that sent you this video. Let them know you want to move forward. Again, there's no financial risk. See if you're eligible. Why not? Number two, you'll receive an onboarding email from the Turning Point Group with the subject header, Employee Retention Credit Application Next Steps. So keep an eye out for that. You'll have that within 24 to 48 hours of reaching out to the ERC consultant. Complete the simple steps outlined in the email by clicking the included links. Submit your case and your paperwork. You're going to be contacted by us within 14 days with your qualification status, yes or no. And if it's a yes, what amount you're going to receive and when to expect your 941X forms to sign. It's that simple. So folks, again, there is a lot of money on the table. This is a program, and I love this program because this is actually the government rewarding those companies that kept their employees working during the pandemic. It's a great program. There's a lot of dollars that are eligible, but unfortunately, there's a lot of bad information out there, and we want to help you get the money that you have coming to you. So again, reach out to that ERC consultant, let them know, hey, I'm ready to go. Send me that email, and you'll be off to the races within the next 24 to 48 hours. So again, thank you for choosing TPD and Lasiter, and have a great day.